I'm literally in the middle of a text pissing match, okay, between Adam Aron, the CEO of AMC, and Rich Greenfield, the very volatile tech analyst, right? I mean, I'm in
Yeah.
like in the middle of this fucking thing, and they're both going back and forth. It kind of, I don't know. It's like Adam Aron is mad that Rich Greenfield put out a sort of a chart that, talked about how much dilution has gone down. There's been a lot of dilution, let's face it, of AMC.
Well, you talk about it every week, and no one likes to hear it, but that's what happens. So okay.
And but when he says it, he basically makes the point that he's overstating the dilution. And Greenfield comes back and tells me, well, he's full of shit. I'm not overstating it. And I just mentioned this because I don't know. It's like I got to read this is all over text, so it's hard to like understand. Sometimes if I was doing a real interview, I'd be able to sort of unpack the logic, both sides. I can't. It's harder to do it. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. But what I told Adam, I said, does it really matter? I mean, you did do a lot of dilution. But he says it does matter because it's we're coming back, and they the stock was up today. It's by the way, they've had a pretty good run over the last couple of months. They've gone from $1 to almost $2. It's up today to $1.90 on talk of better box office. So they've come back. $1 though, according to Greenfield, is really, or $2, let's just say, is really 20 cents because they did a reverse split. Adam would say, Adam Aron would say, well, it's not really 20 cents. It's more like 40 cents because the calculation of that of a reverse split actually comes up to 5-1 as opposed to 10-1. And again, stuff that you really need to sit down and have both of them explain. I would love to get them both on the show, but it is kind of one of the more interesting dynamics right now. AMC is up.
Wait a minute. How can they be so far off? 10-1 to 5, 5-1 is like a huge difference.
No, what Adam says there was some other financing that they did, and
he's basically saying the analyst doesn't know what he's talking about. His work is flawed. His work is flawed.
And Rich says, he's full of shit.
He's full of shit.
He basically says, here's the thing. So in combination, okay. So it is true that in 2022, we gave all AMC shareholders a gratis 1-for-1 share dividend. At first, they got preferred units that were converted into common shares at the time of the reverse split. So the combination of the two, the 5-for-1 reverse split is not 10. So the combination of the two was a 5-for-1 reverse split, not a 10-for-1. Do you get that?
Yeah.
What? Explain that.
He's just basically saying there's less dilution.
Okay. Because of this preferred as opposed to the...
He's saying that the treatment of the preferred gave it less dilution.
Okay.
Without the numbers in front of me, I could,
that's what I'm saying. I can't do it.
I'd be able to do it in my head, but I'm just saying.
Then he goes on. This means Greenfield's chart should start off at 20 million shares, not on 2020, not 10, which means his multipliers are off exponentially. It is not the first time Greenfield has reported about AMC incorrectly. Adam Aron. So I asked
he's saying both the numerator and the denominator are wrong. And so
right. So I asked Rich, just so you know, I sent him that. He goes, the irony is massive dilution regardless. Look at where he sold his stock. Remember, Adam Aron did some insider sales, I think, when it was trading at 43 pre-split. So that would be 430 or something like that, or 30s in the 30s, which pre-split would be whatever it is, not depending on who's math.
Depends if it's 5-1 or 10-1.
Yeah, no. But he did sell not everything, but he got a chunk of change. And then he says, look at where he sold the stock. Oh my God, he's right. So 20 million shares versus 10 million. Who the cares?
You know,
And then
honestly,
and then Adam says, "I care."
that's
Here we
what I
go.
was gonna say, but anyway, that's fine.
So what do you think of this?
I I think we should have like a lightning round with like a 5-minute lightning round at one of our shows and just have them go at it and see what happens. Take it off the text and come on live. We're doing it live anyway.
I'm gonna invite him. I'm gonna say, listen, I'd love to get you and you guys on, and explain like these numbers. We'll do it for next week. I just when we hang up, I'm gonna say, you want to come on my podcast next week? It's called Risk and Return, and I do it with a guy named Bob Sloan, who's a very nice man, unlike me.
Very nice.